Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk to you today about divine exchange. So this is a process where you interact with the higher realms. They take your lower density emotion from you and exchange it for high frequency emotion or energy. So if you think you're walking around the street and you feel low, maybe you feel sad or you feel depressed, you'll notice the quality of the energy is quite low. So that's just a lower vibration. It's not that the energy is bad in itself, it's just that it's uncomfortable. By contrast, higher frequency energy from the higher realms is filled with love and joy and is more expansive. That tends to be what people who meditate a lot start to experience. But there's a technique you can employ which is widely available, and because of the area of space we're moving through, the frequency is rising across the planet, and that means it closes the gap between us and the higher dimensions, so it makes it easier for them to help us. So it works something like this. So firstly, you can communicate with any group you want. Because my soul family are the Arcturians, I communicate with them, but you can communicate with ascended masters like Buddha, Jesus, Yeshua. You can communicate with angels like the angelic realm or a specific angel that you're particularly drawn to. Or you could just say spirit or the universe. So it's something like this. Stage one is you make that contact point. So from your heart, you just say, I connect with my Arcturian family, or Arcturian family, please replace this sadness with your love. So what we're doing is, although it sounds simple, we're actually allowing our energy system to release the sadness we're feeling, and then it can be replaced with loving energy. So that process requires our free will choice to release the emotion. It requires our request to connect with a higher energy. So there's actually quite a lot going on with that request that actually makes it possible. But in simple terms, firstly, you identify the emotion you want to have exchanged, and you can feel that emotion. So that's probably the hardest part, because no one wants to feel those emotions. But if they're inside us, then this is how it works, and this is the way to release them. So although you're feeling it, you can start to exchange it. So once you've identified that emotion, you can then request your guides to replace it with love or joy or peace or one of the other higher dimensional qualities. And then they can do that. And each time you ask for it, think of it like a layer being taken off, like you're peeling a carrot or a potato or something. It just takes another layer off. So if you just do that each day, bit by bit, what you'll find is that your issues start to reduce in size because that frequency is being reduced and replaced with a higher frequency. So this is the sort of practice we can dedicate our lives to, gradually increasing the amount of high frequency energy in our body and releasing the lower dimensional energy that's obviously caused the human race so many problems, like the fear and the sadness, the anxiety, the depression. So if you experiment with that each day, working with guides that you feel comfortable with, slowly but surely you will notice a difference. And I promise you, this is real. It really does work. This is what many cultures have done throughout history, but they did it in tiny little groups and it wasn't widely known. And now, thanks to the Great Awakening, we're all learning that we're energy beings and that we can actually engage in this divine exchange. So have a go of that, give yourself a chance and see how it goes.